Good morning to some, good afternoon to most. We are back at it, day 76. Your boy Earl, Deuces Wild, 22.com, 3/17/2018, March, third month of the new year, 2018. First end of the traditional first quarter coming upon that. Looking at the first day of spring here coming up. Once again, day 76, today's date 3/17/18. Getting it in. Today's topic is self-employment. All right, not going to get too in depth, but we're looking at self-employment from the concept and the idea of why are we advocating or why do we push for self-employment? And it's very simple, because of the pay scale. You're going to make more if you are economically empowering oneself than would you be in a traditional job. Okay, now I'm not saying don't go get a job. I'm not saying you're a failure if you have a job. All I'm saying is ultimately, before you end up where you desire to be at in life, I would advocate, and if I was talking to a group of high school sophomores, I would talk about finding and looking at your own business. And this is the reason why. Okay, do your own research, as I always say, but the average income, if you will, for someone that has a job in this country, somewhere around $51,000. Okay, that's the average income. Now, that we know that's not true for all people. Okay, but we're looking at the average job pay scale is about $55,000. Okay, now let's look at that from the average business or self-employed person. Okay, the average business owner. All right. Now, you can do, like I said before, do the research, and this comes out a company called PAYSCALE. Now, their research only goes to 2010, which is fine, because now, what do we always talk about? We always talk about the principle of what we're trying to get across, right? Not necessarily what we're talking about today, but there's a principle of knowing what you're getting yourself into and knowing what you're striving after. Remember, yesterday's video was about the top 1%. So we talked about top 1% income bracket, right? Top 1% net worth, okay? So today we're talking about self-employment, which kind of rolls into why do you strive to be at the top of anything? Well, because you want to be the best at it, right? You want to provide the best service, the best product. So look at self-employment, 2010 pay scale. Average person who owned their own business in the first year, no experience, was $34,000 to $75,000 a year. Okay. Now, we're not talking about the perks and the benefits, meaning that you punch your own clock. You don't need to ask someone to take vacation. You don't have to ask somebody when you do your work. Okay. You do your work as you see fit. You do your work as you see what's best for you and your family and your customers, right? So PayScale says average income from a person who is a business owner is $34,000 to $75,000. Not bad. Okay, I'd much rather have my own time, my own clock, right? As somebody who is self-employed. Now, remember now, we're talking somebody who's got 1 year experience. So you're just getting your feet wet. All right, now let's go to a little bit stronger information. Okay, this comes out of American Express, which American Express, they have products that are geared towards people who are self-employed business owners. Okay, so they got some pretty strong research. Do the research. I encourage you. Now, this is what American Express comes out with. Okay, we're talking about years 2012, 2013, and maybe 2014. I couldn't really figure that out exactly, but we'll just call it 2013, 2014 to be for rounding purposes, right? American Express says average income, business owner, self-employed, $72,000, $68,000. Wow. So wait a minute now. All of a sudden now, as a person who's a business owner, self-employed, in your first year of operation, mind you, it's first year, so you really don't know what you're doing. Your first year business, you're looking at $68,000 a year. I know a lot of people that are watching this YouTube video that would love to make $68,000 a year. And that's not including the tax benefits, okay, that you get when you're self-employed. All right, so I encourage you, look up the numbers, understand what you're striving for when you open up your own business. It's not always about money. It's about providing a good service and a good product and getting paid a fair price for it. What is that fair price? somewhere between $34,000, $75,000, $68,000 a year. I think a lot of people would be very satisfied with that. Starting out, it's first year, right? Day 76, self-employment. Understand the numbers, understand the pay scale, understand what you can make, understand what you should make. And guess what? As a business owner, this is a good benchmark. Okay, so you should be somewhere around these numbers. As a business owner, use them to measure yourself. Don't compare yourself to your neighbor. Don't compare yourself to, trying to keep up with the Joneses. Look at the national averages and compare what you're doing with what national averages should be. All right, this is what you should be at. All right, so day 76, 3/17/2018. It's your boy Earl. www.deuceswild22.com. Self-employment. Understand the numbers, what you could be making, what you should be making, and what you can make. God bless you. We're out. Day 76, 3/17/2018. God bless. Bye.